So, you like to watch anime, but have a boring 9 to 5 that actually contributes something to society and can spend all day binge watching anime and TV shows, but you also don't want to miss out on the season of anime? Don't worry, I have you covered. I did what no man has ever done before. I sat in front of my computer screen and hit left click every 20 minutes so I can deliver you the definitive list of the 3 best anime in the fall season that you should be watching.
If you disagree with any of these, you'll be punished to the full extent of the line and be shamed from your family and friends the rest of your life.
Are you a fan of cool fight scenes, great soundtracks, an easily simpleable character that, I think doesn't get enough love in the show or by the fan base? So that is somehow being used to push a mobile game that you didn't know about until you Google it because you saw a TikTok at 3 in the morning? Well, then you're in luck because Talk Top Destiny delivers on all of that and more. The premise of this show is that due to an unexpected arrival of monsters known as D2s, no, not that one. Sorry, Cade, wrong time. There we go. That attack whenever they hear music. The government has banned playing music. However, there's an elite few known as conductors that connect and partner with powerful beings known as music arts to help fight these D2s. In this show, we follow a piano-obsessed conductor named Takt. He's music art Cosette. There's probably a cassette tape joke in there. If you want to make it, go ahead. I approve all plans on this channel. And a girl named Anna, who honestly is the best character in the entire anime. And no, I'm not biased because I think she's hot. I just like her as a character. Totally nothing else. You follow them as they travel to New York, fighting D2s in the most amazingly animated fight scenes, which are done by the same people who did Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titan Season 4. And honestly, this might be some of their best work with how everything flows with the top tier soundtrack that make Phil Collins bust a nut so hard you think he just won No Note November. By the way, the OP for this goes so hard, and it's actually in my anime playlist right now. Like, I have a whole on Spotify. I have a whole playlist of this, I think, really good anime songs. This one was an instant ad the moment I heard it. So good. And the world building in this has been amazing. You feel connected to a lot of pretty much every character, rather positively or negatively. Each character is well written and fleshed out. Even if they're not given that much screen time, you learn each character's motives pretty fast, but it doesn't seem forced, right? It's very natural feeling. And so while you look at the massive list of fall anime this season, because it is a lot of this season, especially a lot of isekais and mech anime. Some mech anime are way too mid. Just know that Talk Top Destiny is a great choice. Great fight scenes. You cannot really go wrong with it so far, and it's sitting only at 5 episodes. So we can catch up pretty fast. Now it's like an hour and a half. And so, cuddle up, get some popcorn, and watch some anime waifus beat the life out of some monsters.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Did you like Death Note? Do you enjoy cute angels? Intense scenes that have you on the edge of your seat. Also very dark storylines with deeper messages. Then the fall anime perfect for you is Platinum End. Platinum End has been one of the most hyped up anime of the season, getting hype all the way back in spring when it first got announced, and it makes sense because it is from the same people who created Death Note. And if we just disregard everything after episode 25 in Death Note, Death Note's the 25 top 5 anime. L should not have died. Anyway, in Platinum End, we follow Mirai Kakehashi. Probably botched that, don't worry about it. Who, during his suicide attempt, is saved by an angel named Nasi, who is vowed to protect him. Although, if you asked her what her real mission was, she would say, however, Mirai is not the only one who has been saved by an angel. There are 12 other people who have been saved. And that's not the only thing connecting them. They're also all candidates to become the next god, because the current one, who's about to be like my hopes and dreams for Hunter x Hunter ever coming back, is about to be dead. I still have some hope. Not a whole lot, but it's there. Now you might be thinking, how do you decide for which one becomes god? Is it like a vote amongst the population, or maybe a small select amount of angels, or whatnot? A test maybe? Maybe just handpicked by a chosen god after angels make a case with them or whatnot? No, because that's what some of those would make too much sense and be boring. The only way to become the next god is to be the only candidate left standing. Meaning, you have to kill or watch as the other candidates die around you. Now you may be thinking, man, that's gruesome, but how do you kill a candidate? Aren't they supposed to be like super powerful? One, you're assuming wrong. These candidates are not powerful at all. And they're powerful because they get powers, but not powerful before the powers. I'll explain it later. Well, I'm glad you asked though, because if you're lucky enough, keyword lucky, to be saved by a powerful enough angel, again, whole class system with angels, don't worry about it. You get two types of arrows. You can get a red arrow, or you can get a white arrow. A red arrow allows you to control anybody by making them fall madly in love with you for 33 days. Because just like Death Note, everything has to be oddly specific for no reason, so they can find weird loopholes. It's a whole thing. Or you can get a white arrow, which might be the straightforward thing a studio has ever done, where it just kills you instantly. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You get hit by a white arrow, you're dead. Plus, if you're lucky enough, you can get some dope-ass wings. It's pretty cool. Now, most candidates only have one or no arrow, plus maybe some wings. It's a whole thing. But if you're saved by a special rank angel, like our main character Mirai does, you can get wings and both arrows, making you a more powerful candidate. And it's really interesting to see the dynamic of how each candidate uses the abilities they've been given, especially how, what do you do if you just have wings? What do you do if you just have a red arrow? What do you do if you have all three, right? It's a very interesting dynamic to see how each character does it and how some characters use it. Leaves you in suspense on the edge of your seat each week. And so far, the main things that for me personally has sound on this anime so far is that the fear you feel at any given moment that someone might die, right? Like once a character is off screen, there's a chance to never come back on screen. And it's just like Death Note where it's a bunch of layers, and it's just really interesting to see, again, get the same feeling in a new way. Plus, the soundtrack is amazing, and OP that's just so beautifully written, and I just love to listen to. I even have it in my anime song playlist now, just because I love it that much. And overall, the world building is top notch, and you really feel connected to the world right away. So currently sitting at 5 episodes, this anime is already a must watch. Okay, this next anime, I just need to hear me out. I know the stigma around isekais. They're degenerate, they're bad. Why would anyone ever watch an isekai? I understand you. I don't gun towards isekais. Otherwise, one of the first anime I ever watched was Sword Art Online. I also like Konosuba. Anyway, I need to hear me out on this one. A main character not afraid to actually get the job done and make a hard decision. Really good animation, and only 2 semi-creepy scenes so far. Across, this, how much has been out. Okay, just sounds promising, right? Especially if you know isekais. It's a very promising start. Well, then you should check out The World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in Another World as an Aristocrat. It's really good, really solid. And I think this season's best isekai so far is this anime. We follow Liu, who in his first life was the best assassin in the world. After his boss didn't need him anymore, he disposed of him. This leads Liu to the standard isekai pipeline: meet a goddess, become overpowered, then go into a different world. However, this time, he is told it's just another job, another hit. And he knows how to do hits. And he's been trained his entire life from birth to do so. And so he accepts. However, the person he has to kill this time is this world's hero. And I'd be asking, why does a goddess want to kill his world's hero? He's a hero, right? And yes, he does save the world, supposedly. It's a whole thing. But you'll learn pretty soon why he has to do it and why it's so important for the hero to die here. As we follow him, he's getting trained by his father and his mother on assassination techniques that help with his current understanding. And so it's really cool to see his overpowered character make sense for once in isekai, because it's kind of hard sometimes for characters to make sense in isekais. Like how, what the fuck does the main characters in Konosuba win so much? They shouldn't win that much, especially when they're going up against really strong people. Anyway. Also, did I mention magic's also a thing in the show? Like most isekais, magic's here to stay. Pretty well done, actually. However, I find it funny, and you'll learn pretty soon, that the first things he does is 1, make a gun, and 2, make gold. Which I think, honestly, it's just the American dream. Gold and guns, the 2 G's. And he's also not a useless pervert, which a lot of isekais struggle with. Again, like most isekais have the main character is super perverted. Just the overall show is perverted and just fan servicey. The show just avoids all of the typical isekai tropes, and that I very rarely see isekais do. And the only one other one I can think about is, and even this one struggles with it a little bit, is I've been killing slime for 300 years and I maxed out my level. That's one of the anime that also I would also suggest, but it wasn't a fall anime. Anyway, so this fall anime is really good because of that. It's an isekai that doesn't follow typical isekai tropes. It just uses the standard, like, 2 tropes that you have to be an isekai. And it's always reasons why he wins. And you'll notice as you watch fight scenes, you hear his thought process as he's fighting, and it makes sense on why he won and bested his opponent. Very rarely will you ever not hear his fight. Very rarely will you ever question why he won that. It just makes sense, right? Even before he gets transferred over, it makes sense why you just assume he's going to win a lot of these fights. And this anime delivers on a lot. Great fluid fight scenes, to an amazing soundtrack, with amazing OP, by the way. I love it. And a main character you can actually root for. Plus, unlike other isekai, you don't feel shame as you watch this. So you can finally tell that little annoying isekai lover you actually enjoy an isekai to hopefully shut them up. They probably won't, because isekai lovers are very proud they're isekai lovers. Or they recognize they're degens and accept it, but won't stop themselves from watching isekai. And I highly suggest, if you're looking for a Diamond in the Rough show of the isekai genre, watch The World's Finest Assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. Sitting at currently, again, pretty standard, as you can tell, 5 episodes. It's an easy catch up, and who knows? This might be a new genre you love. You might become a degenerate.
You become a degenerate and only watch anime for the rest of your life because of this video. I'm not legally obligated or liable for anything you do because of this video.
My legal department's making me say this. Anyway, I hope you guys check out these anime. I hope I was able to give you guys some great suggestions. I'll see you next Friday.